What up? What up? Testing. 1 2 1 2. All right. Welcome back to Meet Me on the 50. I am your host, Eddie Evans. Owner, host, and all that. Meet Me on the 50, man. We back for another Meet Me on... Not another Meet Me on the 50, but back for another Meet the Media. And tonight, we have a very special guest. Mr. Garrett, The Edge Edgerson, will be joining us tonight, man. So, before we get into that, a little bit of business. As you see at the bottom of the screen, Bambo 2 is back in effect, man. We getting started, y'all. We done made the lineup. We done made the matchups. Everything is set. We got 16 monsters this season, y'all. So tomorrow, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m., we back in this thing, y'all. Talladega versus FAMU will be the first band, and then the first battle, and then the second battle will be Alcorn versus Jackson State. Y'all, this about to get real. It's a single elimination style, so it's you lose, you out. You win, you move on. I don't know what else to tell you. So yeah, let's go ahead and get Garrett on the phone, and we gonna get this interview started off, man. After this interview, make sure you go follow the Marching Podcast on YouTube, and I will be featured on there tonight as their special guest. So right after this interview, make sure you go to the Marching Podcast. All right. So let's go ahead and get Mr. Garrett Edgerson on the phone, and yeah, go ahead and hit that red box if you haven't already. All right, let's go. The man.
What's up?
Hey, man, we got the man. He rocking the shirt and everything, bro. It's official.
You gotta represent all the time. You gotta represent.
Hey, y'all. Hey, yo. On the phone, we have Mr. Garrett, The Edge Edgerson, y'all. Let's go ahead and get him on the screen, and we can get started. How you doing tonight, Garrett?
Man, I'm good. I'm just trying to finish up some projects over here.
Oh yeah.
But I'm good.
I had hit Garrett up, man, about an hour ago. He was working. At that point, were you working on the same video or is something different?
Yeah, the same video.
Yeah. Okay, man. But hold on real quick, Garrett. Hold on, man. I can't talk to Garrett, and I got to pull out all my gear, man, because I don't feel right. Hold on, man. Hold. Ain't nothing but a little Rode mic, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go ahead and put it out. Got a little zoom. Hey, look, I feel official now. I'm talking to Garrett, bro. Somebody called me from Silver Spring. And yeah. We going to go ahead and keep it going, man. Hey, look. My little 1995 Phantom right here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, mine in the bag. I need to take mine out the bag. It's been up there for a minute.
I feel better now. What's going on, G?
Man, nothing much. Just getting ready for parade season. Just getting ready.
Yeah. So how did the 2018 season treat you?
2018 was a bit, for me, it was up and down, you know. With everything that was going on with the program, it was just a lot, you know. And then to end the season off the way it did, you know, my grandma died the morning of the Bayou Classic, so it just didn't. 2018 wasn't too friendly to me. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, I definitely heard that. Saw that on Facebook, man. That's sad, bro.
Yeah, that was a hard one. That was a tough one.
Yeah, man. So they always say we go through things, man, to help us make us stronger. You know what I'm saying? So hope you can find some strength out of that, bro.
Yep, all the time. I know she like I told everybody, it happened the morning of the Bayou Classic. So I mean, we was already in New Orleans, so you know I'm from New Orleans. So I just went to her house, did what I needed to do, and push come to shove, she would have wanted me to do what I needed to do. So I had to come back. I had to go to the Superdome and finish what I needed to do. So
yeah, you made it happen. How big is the media team, man?
Uh, we were. I think I have 8 people.
Yeah.
I got 8 people this year. It was bigger than that, but we know the size of the band grew, so I couldn't have a big media team. So it's 8 people, 8 solid people.
Yeah. So, man, Garrett, why you out here bullying media teams, man?
I'm not bullying nobody. I'm not bullying nobody.
Nah. Hey, I met Garrett for the first time. Shit, we're in Dallas, right? Actually, I ran into you at Queen City, but you was working. I couldn't even get your attention, bro. At Queen City, you was working. Remember, y'all came to Queen City like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. You was on the job, man. I couldn't really get you then, but Garrett is probably one of the most hospitable media dudes I've met, bro. I mean, I got down to the field, man. You ain't had to let me on that field. You know that, right? I mean, you could have been like, nah, bro, I can't do nothing for you. So I appreciate that, man. I didn't have a media pass, y'all, so G looked out.
Hey, no problem. No problem at all.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
Yeah, so how did you get started in filming? I guess photography, filming. How'd you get started?
Film. Let's see. I'm from New Orleans, like I said. So Katrina hit my sophomore year of high school. Like 1 week into my sophomore year of high school, I moved to Houston, and then we moved to Arizona. So we moved to Arizona because my brother played for the University of Arizona. He played basketball for them.
Yeah.
So it was just logical. My mama wanted to go that far, so we went that far. But Arizona is Arizona.
Right. Yeah.
Tucson ain't New Orleans.
Yeah, no.
So I lost. You basically lose touch of a band all the way out there. So what I used to do, I used to buy DVDs. YouTube started to come about my sophomore year, that year, but nothing really was on YouTube. So I used to buy DVDs from Shag 114, HumanJukebox.com, just to get that band fix.
Mm-hmm.
And push come to shove, I played football. So push came to shove my senior year. If I didn't get a football scholarship, then we're gonna move back home and I'm gonna start at Southern. Just so happened I didn't get that scholarship, so we moved back home. I started at Southern. I just sat down like it don't make sense for me to keep buying DVDs. I can actually do my own DVDs. At this point in time, the 2008 DVDs are still popping.
Right.
So I'm like, I could do my own stuff, Let me get my own camera, whatnot. So I just started 2008, 2009. I started dibbing and dabbing and trying to do stuff. I bought my first real camera, I want to say May 2010. The first thing I recorded was the Brandon Franklin All-Star Band. Brandon Franklin was an assistant band director in New Orleans. He died. He got shot.
Wow.
So they put a band together for him, and that was my first performance, like with my real camera. That's my first ever performance with that. And I just kept it going. The fall came. At this point in time, they stopped letting people on the field at Southern. So if you watch any Human Jukebox videos from 10 to 12, you'll see me at the back of the track like this with my
I gotta look for that.
Like that.
What year was that? 2010?
Between 2010 and 12, I got on the field. So 2010 and 2011, you'll see me on the back of the track, the last person on the track, just like this with my camera.
Damn. So I mean, did you start out, was band your first subject matter, or did you start out as a filmmaker first, and then you got into band, or?
Band is the reason I picked up the camera.
Oh, okay.
Say all the time. If it wasn't for band, I would not have picked up a camera.
I mean, because you shoot graduation, you shoot prom pictures, you shoot everything now, right?
It all started to roll. I started doing the band thing, then I started recording pageants on campus, probates, all that stuff. And then I got my first DSLR. When did I get it? I got a T3i fall 2012 just off of somebody who was like, you should just start taking pictures.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get a camera and I'm gonna start taking pictures, and it came to what it is now.
So did you say you was from Louisiana or you was from Arizona?
I am from New Orleans.
Oh, man.
I am born and raised in the 7th Ward,
Oh,
1915 Annette Street.
Oh, so I want to go ahead and be the first to congratulate y'all on that win. Oh my bad, damn man, y'all ain't made it.
Nah, don't do it.
Hey man, y'all supposed to. Anyway, you already know what I'm about to say, bro. Like that supposed to been y'all win, bro. I don't know what happened. You
Don't
over
worry.
it? You over it? You over it? You ain't over it yet?
Nope. No.
Oh man. Hey, so did you follow the Bambo tournament last year?
I did. We won. I'm in our war room.
You actually in the New Orleans All Star Band War. You actually, hey y'all, this dude Garrett knows his music, man. Outside of Bambo, we actually did an All Star tournament on Meet Me on the 52, and it was all kind of band heads, people who played horns, people in the band, but Garrett was calling most of the plays. I mean, most of the clips that was winning. So, how'd you become such a band head, bro? Like, did you play or?
New Orleans is New Orleans. Like I said, I'm from the 7th Ward, so I
Yeah.
grew up in the 7th Ward. My brother went to St. Aug. St. Aug is what I knew.
Uh-huh.
I always wanted to be a drum major for St. Aug.
Oh, okay.
It just so happened I didn't get the musical genius side of my family. My mama was a drum major at St. Mary's. I didn't get that side. You know, I tried to play snuff for a little bit.
Yeah.
I suck at snare. You know, I really didn't want to play a horn until I got to high school, and then Katrina happened. But yeah, you know, New Orleans is the band capital of the world.
Yeah.
So I went to middle school. I could march. I have style. You know, back then color guards used to really march.
Yeah.
Now color guards in New Orleans do all kind of stuff. But back then we used to march.
Yeah.
So I could march. So I was a color guard my 7th grade year, and then I became a drum major my 8th grade year.
Hey Garrett, we need to see some clips of it. I know you got some footage you ain't trying to share, bro. We want to see this.
I got a little bit. I think I got some on my YouTube channel, but I'm gonna throw some. I'm gonna do some throwback stuff.
Got to, bro.
I did
All
my
right.
throwback drum major picks, and people was just like, "Oh my god, I didn't know you was a drum major." I'm like, "Yeah."
I mean, a drum major and from New Orleans drum major, that's a whole different animal, bro.
Hey, it's the thing. It's the wave.
Yeah.
You know, man.
Hey, so let me ask you a question that I probably know the answer to. I'm not going to assume though. If you had to march for a college band program, what band would that be, man?
You already. I will be on the yard. You'll be. I will be on the yard for sure.
No question. You ain't got no other.
No question at all.
No plan B, nothing.
Nah, no plan. No plan B. I'll be on the yard.
All right, so if you had to play a horn, what you think? What could you see yourself playing then?
I want to play trumpet. I told LaDante and Devontae this like a few weeks ago. I want to play trumpet. Like no matter, I want to play trumpet.
Garrett, man, come on. You gotta be a sousaphone player, Garrett.
Nah, I don't want to play the tuba. I'm good on the tuba. I want to play trumpet.
All right, cool. So trumpet and Southern University. All right, so fantasy band. That's where Garrett would be at. Once you pick up the horn like me, bro, I'm learning the mellophone, man. I never played a brass instrument in my life, man. Go ahead and pick it up.
I could try. I'm gonna talk to Yoshi about it since Yoshi got some time now. I'll run it by him and see what we could do.
Yeah, he said he helped me out on the private lessons too, so I'm gonna have to hit him up too.
He's a good dude, man. Good dude.
Yeah. All right, so you began as an independent band media team, right? It was The Edge, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then is that page still going, or do you still?
Just still rolling. It's rolling. Well, it actually, our Human Jukebox media page was my main page. I didn't choose. I just chose to. I had to. At one point in time, I got flagged by Prince. Actually,
Wow, who? The artist formerly known as?
yes, him. It was Bayou Classic 2000. Was it 12? It was 12. We played Purple Rain. So my account got flagged for Purple Rain. So you know, once you get a copyright strike, you can't do certain things for 6 months.
Okay.
So I couldn't upload more than 15 minutes and everything else in a row. So at that time, I created The Edge channel because I was doing probates and stuff. I wasn't about to split all this stuff up. So I created that channel. In the Human Jukebox channel, I changed the name of that like, I want to say in 14. Once Hamer got in and we got the logo and whatnot, I changed my channel to Human Jukebox Media, and I still have the Edge channel on the side too.
So you seen both sides then. You know how it is to be an independent media guy and then also an in-house media team for a college or for a university program. So What do you see? What do you foresee? I mean, as the future of media teams, do you think independent is going to be relevant at some no longer relevant or?
We're getting to the point where it's gonna be they're not gonna be relevant, and it's kind of it sucks to say, but it's true. If you got so many people, I mean, every band in the SWAC has a media team now. Maybe I don't think Alabama State they don't have one, but everybody else has one. And if you see, we could tell our own stories. You know, we don't need outside people to tell our stories. We could tell our own stuff. So I don't see it. I don't see it. It's not going to be good. I can say that. Like I talked to our SID, our Sports Information Director, and he's like, these people not about to approve all these other people just to record band when certain bands have 5 to 10 people dedicated to do it already. So what do we need to approve an outside source from when we have our own people?
Right.
You know?
Well, I agree. I hear what you're saying. Let me ask you this though. So, are you familiar with Fox News, right?
I am.
So typically Fox has a their target audience is mostly Republicans, far right. So, looking at a media team, using that as an analogy, do you think that an in-house team would tell a story a certain way versus telling it the way something really happened? And do you think the audience they have a right to see an unbiased viewpoint? Not saying that y'all are biased, but I'm saying some teams may have a bias towards their band.
Right. They do have the right to see it, but it at the end of the day, it wouldn't be up to us. It'll be up to the sports people, the athletic directors and whatnot.
Right.
You know, it's not, that wouldn't come down to us. Now, I'll say if there's too many, then that'll hurt more than 1 or 2 slipping through. Like I think Gerard has his foot firmly in the door. If Gerard requests to go to a game, Gerard to get up and get to a game. But I'll just use you as an example. But if you try to come, they probably tell you no. You know.
Right. I'm new to the game. Yeah, I was with Gerard helping him out a little bit in Dallas, and we walked from the field to the top of the bleachers. He shook about 30 hands on the way up there, bro. Literally, man.
Gerard is the man. He tell me I'm the man. Gerard is the man.
I was like, bro, we got to get to, we was recording halftime then, right? I'm like, we got to get to the top so we record, man. We can't keep shaking hands. But he shook so many. I mean, that just tells me that everybody knows and loves that brother, man. So, so out of your clips, man, do you have a favorite? Like, is there a favorite moment that you recall over all these years you've been recording?
I can't pinpoint one. There's too many. It's way too many. I can't pinpoint one off the top of my head. Like I tell everybody now, I love doing our halftime shows now. Like I love it. Ever since I got the Ronin, I think I got the Ronin Queen City. That was the first time we used it, and I just fell in love. So I love editing our field shows, and I like looking at our field shows more than anything now. Yeah.
All right, so I think a few months ago it was a topic that it was one of the groups. There were talks about starting a band media conference. Is that something you want to? Is that still underway, or is that still a discussion?
I'm going to spearhead this band media conference movement.
Okay.
I brought it up like a few years ago, but I'm real life gonna bring it. I'm really want to do it. You know, it's just trying to find a location that's good enough for everybody to come to, you know. Just trying to line up different things because, you know, a conference, you're supposed to learn stuff at a conference. So that's trying to get some sponsorships so that I can bring in certain people. Certain people could teach classes and whatnot. So that's the goal. What's the
target? Go ahead, my bad.
I told Justin it's probably not going to work this year, but 2020, it'll be. Yes. Yeah. 2020.
What's your target audience? Is it mainly school teams or high school?
It's everybody. Band, media,
everybody.
Conference.
Okay.
So from the people in elementary to us, everybody's welcome.
Yeah. I mean, you figure at the end of the day, you know, the kids are watching, man. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody wants to play a horn. Not everybody wants to play football. It's a folks who it's some artsy, creative people that could they can learn something from what we do. You know, I mean,
Yep.
So I think that's something important, man. Keeping the kids off the street and everything, man. There was a slogan that Justin used on his Smash Time. What did he say? Guns down, horns up. You know. And
that's right.
It goes along with camera equipment too, man. So, what else, man? Oh, I spoke to Mr. Hamer today on Instagram. He gonna be on the show, man. I told him that we was interviewing right now, so he might be on here watching. He said he would tune in.
I owe a lot to Mr. Hammer. You know, when he became director of bands, well, before he became director of bands, me and Mr. Hammer, we talked for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just off of he liked the work that I did, and it just became when he became director. It was just natural. He brought me on to do everything, all the media for the band. So I thank Mr. Hammer all the time because he didn't have to do that at the end of the day. He didn't have to.
Yeah, I caught a moment in Dallas when he had came down and talked to the band real quick, man. Did you see that video?
I did. I saw it and I was there.
Oh, I don't think nobody else caught it though. I don't think nobody caught that moment.
We didn't catch it on video. I think we were doing something else. We didn't catch it on video.
Yeah, but I mean, I saw the recap and the love, man. You could tell he had a certain way of commanding their attention, bro. And I saw that in that brief moment right there.
Well, you got to look at it. I mean, it's still. The freshmen didn't know. I mean, they know him. I mean, everybody in that band probably saw him or really knew him because you had the seniors, the juniors, and the sophomores. You know, that was their band director. And the freshmen, some of them got auditioned by him. So it was just natural.
Yeah. I look forward to that interview. That's gonna be next Thursday, man. So try to watch that if you can. Next Thursday at 9 o'clock. What's your prediction for Bambo, man?
Southern's gonna win.
You see any competition? I think y'all play Kentucky State first in round 1.
Too bad for them.
You know?
I'm sorry.
You don't see an upset coming?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Hey man, so
it's a nice program though. Their band director comes to our summer band camp and he goes to the whatchamacallits we have, the directors things that we have during the week. He comes to that. So he good people. Good people.
Yeah. So who if you had to pick a favorite band outside of Southern, could you pick one?
Are we talking about college?
Yes, sir.
I have my Jackson State days. I don't like the new Jackson State that much. I like the old Jackson State. Secret Jackson State.
What you mean by that? What you mean? What's the difference in your opinion?
The new Jackson State tries to overpower everything. They want to be the Jackson State Southern. That's what they want to be. I like the old Jackson State, the one that grooves. That Jackson State. But it'll probably be Jackson. I'll listen to them before everybody else.
Yeah. I think there's a culture shift in band period right now, bro. I think we're in 2019, but like most of 2010 till now, power first and musicality second, I want to say prevailed. But I see a shift happening, man. Power's still important, power's still prevalent, but I think Southern is one of the main bands leading the way in that trend, though. I mean, you got to be powerful, but you got to play your horn, you know.
You got to finesse.
Yeah, fortissimo half notes ain't gonna cut it no more, man. So, I ain't gonna hold you up too long, bro, man. I do look forward to coming down and holler at you again, man. I'll probably come down for Mardi Gras. I'm thinking about it, man. I gotta save a little bit of bread, but I'll probably be down there.
I don't think this will be the one to actually come to.
Why you say that?
It's not I don't think that many people are coming. You know, I know Talladega coming for sure, but outside of them, Texas Southern.
I heard a rumor that Jackson State may be coming. Have you heard that?
I have not heard that, but I highly doubt Jackson State comes to Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Stillman, Kentucky State. That's all I heard.
Wow.
So
yeah, great programs, but I definitely want to see some variety out there. It was a lot of bands out there last year. Alcorn came out.
I'm from, like I said, I'm from New Orleans, so I'm a proponent of. I didn't like the shift of colleges coming to Mardi Gras. I didn't like it because it took away from our high schools.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been yelling that for the past 5 years because more and more colleges seem to come every year. So I'm always for not that many because the high school bands, we go all focus on them. Prime example, last year, Talladega had a battle with Alcorn, which they normally do on Orpheus night.
Mm-hmm.
So all the videographers are at that battle. Meanwhile, St. Aug and Landry Walker battling a block away for like 2 hours, and nobody sees this happening because everybody's focused on the colleges.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you had to give some advice to a guy that picks up a camera, he wants to get started in the band media arena, what advice would you give him right now, man?
My number one thing, I would say get attached to somebody that has a real good connection. You know, it's gonna get harder. I think it'll get harder before it gets easier for people to get approved for stuff. So my number one thing is try to get attached to somebody so that they can help you with that, and also that you can learn. You know, it's a lot that goes into this that people don't see. People don't see me staying up until 4:00 in the morning trying to get clips out. People don't see the thousands upon thousand pictures I got to go through to get what we get.
Yeah.
People don't see all that. So you really have to find somebody that can really show you how it's done.
Yeah. Do you feel comfortable sharing some of the workload with your staff, or you want to be the final eyes that see?
I always say this. The buck stops with me.
Uh-huh.
It starts and it ends with me. So I'm grateful that they're there to help shoot.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the day, I need to be at the computer doing the clips, you know.
Yeah.
Y'all could take y'all pictures, but at the end of the day, I still have to look at your pictures before we post your pictures.
Right. I mean, you know how you see a movie in the credits, you'll see director of photography, director of audio. You know, you'll have people who specialize in different parts of making that thing happen, you know. Mm-hmm. So I think once you find a team that you probably, feel confident in their skill set, whether they can publish something, then yeah, that'll help you out a lot more as far as staying up till 4 a.m. I was out, bro, when I came to Dallas, I want to say folks had the full battle, the game, everything uploaded by Saturday night, bro. And that was everything.
It becomes,
a race. It's a race.
It is a race. In real life is a race because you always see whoever gets their stuff up first, people are gonna gravitate to that, and that gravitation makes it equals more money in your pocket from if you monetize your video.
Right.
So there is a big giant race to whoever gets their clips up first.
Right. So do you think that is the biggest issue that folks had with Showtime Web? Meaning that his stuff normally gets up so soon and before everybody else's?
I mean, I would think so, and then it's just he'll tell you himself he doesn't care what happens. He'll just put it up. So we have a service that we need to render. I mean, people look at us. We can't just put up anything. That's his right to, but is it right to actually do that? You get me?
I get what you're saying. So it's like, I think if there's a the logo, the logo you got on your shirt right now, Human Jukebox. That's something that's probably copyrighted, I'm assuming, right?
It is.
So unless it gets to something like that where you're posting copyright infringements, then that's really the only way to stop that,
Yeah. Or it goes to what we said before. He could get denied, and that'll be the end of that.
Yeah.
But most people not gonna want to do that. But I'll give you a prime example. I think you talked about it a few weeks ago about the video when the girl flipped at Texas Southern and she landed on the girl.
Yep.
Like, we didn't have to see that.
So what he was talking about, y'all, Texas Southern versus Southern back at Dallas State Fair Classic, there was a dance routine. One of the dancers for the Ocean of Soul had backflipped, and landed directly. Her feet landed directly on another girl's face, pretty much. So the controversy was, a lot of the media teams, I guess, had to make a decision. Do we show this because this has really happened? This is what happened. Let's give them the full real deal. Or do we make an executive decision and say, nah, this is just disrespectful to the organization? So some posted it, some didn't. So what would you have done if that was your band? Would you have cut that?
I would have cut it. It would have for sure got cut. Mm-hmm. They went on a witch hunt. I cut one of the dancers falling in 17, mm-hmm. and people real life went on a witch hunt trying to find this clip of this girl falling.
Mm. Yeah, it's sad, but controversy sells, man.
It does.
That's the thing about it. So it's like, reality TV, all this stuff. That stuff's more popping than the Cosby Show kind of shows, man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's very true.
That's unfortunate,
but we can't. Like I said, we wouldn't be able to do stuff like that. We have a brand to protect at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. We can't just do stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, well, let's look at it this way. Compare the marching band world to, let's say, the NFL. Teams are out there playing a game. Folks come out there with their cell phones and they're recording footage. The quarterback runs back, he hikes the ball, and somebody tackles him, and he snaps his knee in half. Whole knee pops out and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think the New Orleans Saints camera people would capture that, but the people who's watching will want to see that. Are they owed that footage?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. You feel like, you got to give them the real deal. Actually, I spoke with Tape Master last week, and I think his viewpoint was, people are owed the real deal. I asked him that same question. I believe, like, do you cut certain things, whether it's a band fight? He said no, it's band history, so it needs to be recorded as such. So I guess it depends on the person. That was good brother. Have you ever met Tape Master?
I was at Tape Master's house last summer when we went to the battle between the North Carolina All-Star Band and the Atlanta Mavs Band. Mm-hmm. We after that, me, Justin, and Jamal, we all went by Tape Master house and we chilled over there for a little bit.
Yeah. I think I knew him on the fifthquarter.com, but never met him face to face. So
Tape good people.
Yeah, he saw that man's closet. So you seen his closet up close then, huh?
I didn't see everything he has. I didn't seen it all. Man, me and Tape, when I was into the DVDs, me and Tape, we traded some stuff.
Oh, you got VHS tapes too?
I don't have VHS. I got DVDs.
Oh,
this was the DVD era. I got some DVDs.
Wow.
Yeah, we traded some stuff.
Yeah. So, man, I appreciate you on the show, Garrett. You got anything for me? You want to pull up any clips that you had in mind, or? I know you got a favorite clip, man. You got to have something that you like. Damn, I'm proud of this damn clip, bro.
A favorite clip? I give you my favorite clip from the fall is our halftime show for the Boombox Classic.
From 2018. Yeah,
that clip right there is the clip.
Jackson State Boombox Classic 2018. This past fall, right?
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and close out with that, man. Is there any questions for G in the comments? Let's go ahead and look at that right quick.
How many people up in there? I couldn't pull it up.
It's 30. It's 30 in there right now. But you know what? I multi-stream, so it's on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube tonight. So I kind of spread the word out. So you got folks on Facebook watching and YouTube. So it's 30 on Facebook and 30 something on YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up though. No, you ain't gotta type it in, G. I was gonna read them off to you.
I'm looking at it. Somebody said, "Let me see his equipment." No, you cannot see my equipment. I'll tell you what I got.
All right. So what's your favorite camera body right now?
I'm pro. I fell in love. I got a GH5, and I love my GH5. I love my GH5 to death. It just couldn't. It couldn't take good pictures. So this year we went full 4K. So I bought. So this year we shot on two Sony A7 IIIs.
So 4K, you said all 4K, man. What's the average file size for all those in one game on average?
Let me pull up something. I could pull up one right now. Hold up.
I'm gonna estimate. I'm gonna go ahead and say about 200 gigs.
Well, you just doing video.
Video.
I'll do. Let's see.
Hey, Tape Master said, what year is your favorite year for the Og band, Saint Og band?
I'm pro. Um I like that 2002 band. 2001, 2002. I like that band.
2002. You think they were stronger pre-Katrina or post?
Oh, Wade, yeah, Wade. What? St.
Yeah.
August march with over 60 trumpets.
Yeah. So
Let me pick a game. I'll do Jackson State. Jackson State Boombox. This folder size. This folder 411 gigabytes.
411 gigs.
Yeah, that's all four cameras. The pictures are in here too, but the picture's not that much. Yeah, this 411.
So how long is the rendering? Like once you're done with the final video, how long is the render for a halftime show?
I graduated with my degree in computer science, so I know about computers.
Uh-huh.
So my laptop is specifically designed to handle 4K stuff. I see Justin in the chat room. Justin knows I built both of my desktop computers, so they're specifically made to do what I need to do.
Yeah.
So I say that Jackson State halftime, I did it on my laptop. It took about 10 minutes to render.
Woo, for the whole halftime?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I got to pick your brain at some point, bro. Because I look, mine taking at least 40 minutes.
Yeah, nah, I don't have those problems.
Yeah.
I don't have those problems at all.
So, Melodic Smoke said, would Talladega versus SU happen at Bacchus this year?
You're not gonna Talladega they stopped marching in Bacchus, so you're probably not gonna see that for a minute.
Okay. All right. Another question. Hassan said, "How do you feel about the size of SU this year? Do you think the smaller SU is better?"
We're getting to a point where schools are not producing the quality musicians no more. I think Professor Snipes said this a few days ago. He said like a few years ago, he got like 15 people from Detroit, but he went last year and only got 2. That's happening around the country. The schools are not producing top quality musicians. So to counter that, you need more people in bands.
Well, do you think it's that, or do you think that more programs are starting to sprout up, like the Stillmans, like the Talladegas, that's starting to take a lot of the talent that used to go to the major programs?
I don't think they're taking away. I think it's real. It's getting to a point where high school bands aren't that good anymore. Like I'll go to a high school battle of bands and be like, "What are y'all doing?"
Yeah.
Like they don't have feeder programs anymore. Like before Katrina, New Orleans had middle schools after middle schools after middle schools that fed into our high schools. That's why our high schools were so good. We don't have that no more. So I know if we don't have it, most of these other cities don't have it. So you'll start to see as the years go by, it'll start to trickle into these college programs, and you can be like, oh my God.
Yeah, like Melodic said, schools are not supporting the arts.
They're not at all. Like we had bands in elementary school in the city. They don't have that no more at all.
I mean, but you look at it. I think I was talking to Gerard about this. After Katrina, it seemed like gentrification has become even more prevalent. So
It's horrible.
If you take the culture out of the city, then where are the kids going? I mean, where do they go?
Yeah.
So then, and then I'm from Washington D.C., so we dealing with the same problem out here.
It's bad. It's bad. As the years go by, it's gonna really be bad. And then it's a whole generational thing too. These kids don't want to do band no more. They more worried about Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and all the other things. They could care less about band. Even the ones that's in band, they could care less about it.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta agree with you on that. This is the era and the generation of entitlement. You know,
very much. People will be band and be like, okay, the band director will kick you out. Okay, I don't need y'all anyway, and go business.
Right.
And then parents don't come back and say, no, you can't just quit. You got to go back in the band. Their parents will let them quit, and that'll be over.
Just like that. I don't know. You have kids, G?
I don't have kids.
Yeah. You're gonna be a great dad when you do, bro. But I mean, that's something that I plan on teaching my daughter, man. Just you always want your kid to have an easier way than you had, man. But you gonna work. You're gonna know what it is to sacrifice a little bit and work towards something, man. And I don't see a lot of that nowadays.
I always say my mama used to bust my butt if I go to football practice. Like, you not about to sit in this house and not do anything. You going to practice. You gonna be doing something. You not about to sit in this house.
Yeah, man. What else we got in the chat room? We might close it out in a minute, G. I got to get on with the Marching Podcast. Hey, shout out to Joe Beard over there. Hey,
boy, Joe interviewed me in 2012, my senior year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It should be a great interview right here, man. Let's see what they got in. How do you organize your clips? One shot said.
One shot is really, I'm very organized. I hate to have stuff all over the place. That's a shot at Justin. I see you in the chat because your stuff is everywhere. I don't like to be like that. So usually it's the fall or the spring, SU. And then I organize everything in order. So the 0 folder all the way until we're finished. Inside of that folder, you got 4 folders, 1, 2, 3, and 4 for video. 1 is the main, 2 is the DAW, 3 is the whatever camera, and 4 is slow-mo. Obviously, you got your audio folder, you got your pictures. Then inside the picture folder, I have everybody's label. So whoever took pictures that day, there's their specific folder. And bam, that's how that goes.
Yeah. MRB had asked what band other than Southern do you like. So I'd asked him that earlier. He mentioned Jackson State at times. Yeah. He said he liked the old JSU better than the new JSU.
Yeah.
I
like Bethune too. I like Bethune. I don't like that they have the same book all the time, but I like Bethune.
I'm surprised you say that, man. Bethune is kind of night and day from Southern. So
they are. I never saw. My first time seeing Bethune was when we went to Honda in 15, and it's somebody I always wanted to see. I'm mad that I didn't get the chance to see the old fam before everything went down.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to that Atlanta Classic in 2011, but plans just didn't work out, and I missed that last chance to see the old fam. But I'm gonna see them this year, so I guess.
Yeah, because FAMU Southern, they gonna be y'all going to Florida this year, right? Or they coming to New Orleans?
We're going to Tallahassee. They come to us next year.
Yeah, I'm gonna be down there, man. I saw FAM in 2003, right before I went to Iraq, man. They shipped me to war, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to Honda, and I'm gonna see some bands before I go, in case I never see any more bands again. But yeah, bro. Let's see. Any more questions? How do you organize your clips? We got that. I think we good, bro. So, you got any questions for me? Other than we gonna close out with the Jackson State Southern Boombox Classic halftime show. You said that's one of your favorites from the fall, right?
Yeah, it's a beautiful. We shot that one. We shot that one. Yeah, I love it. Trust me, I love it.
All right, y'all. So that's what we gonna do, man. Make sure y'all.
You gonna do what the dude that tagged you in my post in the post on Facebook. You gonna do that?
Ho. Let me think. On my post or your post?
I think it was on yours, the one I shared. He told you should do the trolls and all that interview.
Yes,
the trolls.
yes. Nah, and I'm gonna test it out. You know why? Because I think that we very politically correct, man. We gotta show a certain image. I like to hear what people who have nothing to lose, what they really gotta say. It might get my channel shut down, but Vince is he always has very strong opinion about stuff. He's very passionate about Bethune-Cookman, so
I know. Trust me, I know.
yeah. We gonna see how it do, man. Hey, G, appreciate you for being on, man. Meet the media, though. This has been great, man. We gonna have you on again, I'm sure.
No problem. No
All
problem.
right, bro. So let's go ahead and we gonna get into Boombox Classic halftime show 2018. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and hang up on this one right here, G.
All right.
All right, later. All right. That was Garrett Edgerson. Let's go ahead and get into this video. He said this is his favorite from the past season, and we're going to close it out with that. Make sure you tune to the Marching Podcast at 9 o'clock. I will be on there interviewing, and then tomorrow night, Bambo 2 is kicking off. Round 1 will be FAMU versus, it got at the bottom, Talladega versus FAMU, and then Jackson State versus Alcorn. All right, let's go ahead and get into this clip. Shout out to PYB. He got them beats for you. All right, here we go. Hey, Trayvon probably one of the best drum majors, man. He's smooth with it. Boy, marching. breast cancer awareness ribbon. Boy, stepping. Glide step. You said they smaller this shit, but I can't tell, man. I can't tell they smaller.
something you can copy. Copy this right here. What's going on?
Whoa, ho.
Oh my God! Jackson State!
No, they didn't.
Y'all forgot somebody! Look who we found at the blue stove! It's the J-Stars!
How am I just seeing this?
Who is this? It's Big Mike Myers! And he's come to get him! They
Yeah,
stole
wow.
the lead! Get him, Big Mike! Now we gotta welcome Michael Myers to Baton Rouge now. Show them how we do it, Big Mike Myers. We about to kill something. If you want some of this verse, let me just Jackson State, we living our best life. We ain't going back and forth with y'all at all. You ain't got no drills. You ain't got no swag. You ain't got no slogan. You ain't got no fans. You ain't got no football team. You ain't got no goal.
Fire show right there, man. How am I just now seeing this, man? If you haven't made it down to a Boombox Classic, definitely got to make it down on one. That was down at Baton Rouge that last year, but it's going to be at Jackson this coming year. I will be there. Most definitely. Hey, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Garrett, for being on the show. We are starting Bambo tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you appreciate you, Wilson216, for the sub. If you have not already, hit the red box. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Stick around. We going to keep this thing going. All right, y'all. Meet me on the 50. See you tomorrow, 9 p.m. Out.